There it is, shots of the beautiful scenery here in the Canadian Arctic. And believe it or not, it's well past 11 p.m. and the sun is still out. Yes, 24 hours of daylight here in May 2011. Maximum Pro Wrestling completing its third set of shows here in beautiful Iqaluit, Nunavut. Scott D'Amore, Arda, Ocal. And Scott, first of all, for yourself, first time up in Iqaluit, what was the experience like?
Unbelievable coming up here. If you've never made it up this way, which I'm assuming a lot of our viewers haven't, it's an unbelievable experience. Like you said, it never gets dark here this time of year, which is kind of awesome if you like to be out at nighttime. And it's just amazing up here. The air is so fresh. It's so crisp. I got to walk out a mile onto the water, standing in the middle of one of the bays on water on frozen tundra. It was outstanding, unbelievable experience, and glad you talked me into coming.
Absolutely. I mean, take a look at the scenery once again. I mean, this is exactly your view outside your window when you're waking up in the morning, and just beautiful scenery that you may never experience unless you come up here in the Canadian Arctic. And as you see on Scott D'Amore's right shoulder is the Maximum Pro Wrestling Arctic Championship. And it kind of came full circle here, Scott, because the very first match for the Arctic Championship in 2008 was Brent B taking on textbook Tyson Dukes. And on the second evening after Brent B defeated Kiyoshi in night number 1, there they were again, Brent B versus textbook Tyson Dukes. And boy, let's talk about the events themselves. What great action we saw here.
Two great nights of wrestling, two amazing cards, unbelievable lineup. Great to have TNA's Matt Morgan up here. Great to have our outstanding Max Pro roster. Nice to see the debuts here with Max Pro for Cole Cabana and Jimmy Jacobs, two Ring of Honor stars. Just like our own Michael Elgin's a Ring of Honor star now as well. Wrestling was outstanding. The fans were great. And Tyson Dukes and Brent B both stepped their game up, both victorious the first night, and second night head-to-head in the main event here tonight. Outstanding matchup. Shows why Tyson is the true pro that he is and why Brent's an up-and-comer. And on a night like tonight, it was youth over experience, and amazingly, Brent B, I didn't think he was going to get it done. He pinned the Triple Crown champion, and as far as I'm concerned, that's got to make him the #1 contender.
Why don't we talk a little bit about the crowds? I mean, you've been around the world performing yourself. You've seen crowds all around the world, and crowds definitely change from city to city, but it seems like the crowd here in Iqaluit just really loved to see professional wrestling.
Well, I think part of it is, I mean, being up here, let's be honest, it's pretty secluded up here, which has its good points, but the one of the downsides has got to be is I think that there's probably not a lot of entertainment that's made its way up here, and when they get something here, boy, do they appreciate it. Just walking around the town, getting to meet the people. Like, we got here, there's people at the airport waiting for us to get here. We get in town to the hotel, there's people there. We go to the restaurant, people are coming up. The people are so unbelievably nice up here and so excited and seem to be appreciative of Max Pro Wrestling coming up here, and truthfully, to me, I think they have it completely wrong, because I think we need to be appreciating them and the opportunity that they provided us coming up, getting to see this part of the world. I mean, my God, it's Greenland right there. It's Greenland. You could actually walk across the bay and be in Greenland.
Actually, you were joking about going to that island over there, if you can take a shot of that. That's where you want to be right now, and you want to plant a big flag.
I want to make that D'Amore Island. I really do. I want to name myself the ruler of D'Amore Island, and it's what I want, the way I want, which we haven't talked about it yet. We had a very special guest here tonight at tonight's event.
Absolutely. Members of Parliament here, including the Premier of Ocal, or of Nunavut, pardon me, were here in attendance. I mean, it's so nice to be graced by such important people in the community. In the past, we had the Health Minister of Canada, Leona Aglukak, was a part of the audience. I mean, there's just been great response here in the community for Maximum Pro Wrestling, and we really, truly appreciate it. But one thing we don't appreciate is to whoever stole the Road to Nowhere sign. We were robbed of a tourist experience, and we are not happy about it.
Yeah, I mean, I will say that road really does lead to nowhere. I mean, at all. Like, I don't even know why it's there, and it really is kind of a letdown. The only thing I think to see was the sign, which somebody stole. Not cool.
We wanted a picture. We didn't get a picture. Other than that, a tremendous experience for Scott D'Amore, myself, and the rest of Maximum Pro Wrestling. For future events, notes, and information, this website, it has it all. MaximumProWrestling.ca. The Arctic Championship will, in fact, stay in Iqaluit at Arctic Ventures. Kenn Harper, one of the great supporters of our event, and we will be back.